I bet you've felt those Monday blues or a midweek slump where you just have no energy left for anything and you wish the week would end so you could rest. You spend your days working tired and exhausted, seemingly unable to focus on anything. But then the weekend comes and you rest thinking Monday will be better. But when it arrives, you realize you're in the same situation. I've been there. Look, believe me, it seems like there's no way out and you start to think that you really have no more energy and you just have to deal with it. But that's where you're mistaken. In fact, habits and attitudes, which you've heard before, drain your energy. But today I want to talk to you about some changes that can help you dramatically. Hi everyone, my name is Stacie Peterson. I'm a coach and leader at eXp Realty, and on this channel, I teach you how to elevate your business. One of the mistakes we make often without realizing it is checking our cell phone as soon as we wake up, right? We're wondering what we have for the day. We look at the comments on our posts. We see if there's any new business we have to deal with, or maybe even some replies. The human brain undergoes a complex process when sleeping and waking up. And during sleep, brain waves move from delta frequency, which associated with deep sleep and health regeneration, to theta, which is responsible for our dreams and imaginations. And so when we wake up, our brain shifts to alpha frequency, which is where we're no longer asleep, but our body is still relaxed and our mind doesn't yet need to focus on anything. So when we grab our phone first thing in the morning, our brain is forced to make sudden transitions between these wave frequencies. And therefore, important stages are skipped, which compromise our productivity and attention throughout the whole day. Not to mention that you start your day more anxious and more stressed. What if you receive an email from a client saying they don't want to continue looking for a new house with you? It drains your energy for the morning and certainly increases that feeling of tiredness and stress. I suggest change your routine to stop looking at your phone. In fact, don't even keep your phone by your bed. And notice if you see a drastic change in your energy and your disposition. But this process isn't overnight. It takes a lot of time to retrain yourself. Some days you'll want to check social media, especially on colder days when it's harder to get out of bed. So you can include a task using your phone called Create Before You Consume. This involves focusing on producing something for yourself before consuming external content, whether it's physical activity, meditation, maybe you even do the miracle morning. But this type of activity will boost your productivity throughout the day, and your creative side will be much more active and you won't be as reactive. Next, plan your day. I recently posted this on my social media about how my Sunday prep helps grow your business, and as you plan your tasks for the week or even the month in just the smallest details. Having to decide what to do in your day drastically reduces your attention and energy for more important matters, especially involving your business. So plan in detail what your breakfast will be each day. What days will you exercise? What clothes will you wear during the week? These issues seem simple and even silly. So many of us don't bother planning them in their week, but the reality is that combined, they have a big impact on our day, especially since they happen in the first hours. You'll feel like you've made a lot of decisions in the day, and when you start your work tasks, you'll take enough unplanned decisions that you'll regret in the future. Instead of having to make a whole bunch of decisions, you're going to feel like you've already accomplished something. These things were already planned out, so you don't have to use up all of your energy just to make decisions. That's called decision fatigue. With Sunday prep, you're looking at the smallest details of your week, and you feel more energy and able to handle these tasks because you've made the best choice when to handle them as well as how to handle them. Now, we know that a lot of reactive things come up, so these are the things that we can plan for. Appointments, maybe it's things that need to be done at work, like working on your business. Maybe you have some systems that need to be put in place. Plan for some focus time during your week to get those things done. You know what else causes exhaustion? Inactivity. Our body works as we accustom it to be. So having a business, taking care of your family, the house, worrying about groceries, meal prep, it all takes a lot of time and energy. But not practicing any physical activity tends to only worsen this because we spend so much time in our car, right, as busy agents. But if you make a little part of your routine exercise, even if it's just going for a walk in silence and getting out and hopefully getting some sun, one, or at least being able to breathe and be present with your surroundings, you're going to have less exhaustion. And I know it seems like when we do have time to fit this in your day already, this is where it comes into play in your Sunday prep. Pick a couple times where you can go for a walk, or you can get in some exercise, or if you have exercise equipment at home, allocate 30 minutes, maybe even an hour. Just get in some activity. It will also help clear your mind. Next, don't ignore your emotions. This happens with so many entrepreneurs. We just keep going and going because we don't want to feel the feels. But we get so focused on achieving some results and completing tasks and dealing with everybody else that we set aside our own feelings and emotions. And this is where burnout can start. You're stressed, but you don't have time to deal with it. Or you miss being present with your family, but you don't have time because you're building a business. So what does this result in? Anxiety, stress, depression, burnout, not to mention the physical problems it can cause as well. You can't continue moving forward ignoring your emotions and thinking they'll go away on their own. You've got to feel it to heal it. So recognize your emotions. Just be honest with yourself. Journaling is a great way to do this, even just writing down your feelings. It's called morning pages. One of the first things you do in the morning is write down exactly what's going through your mind. It helps you take care of yourself first, as well as I know you're going to see some significant changes and you're going to feel better in the long run. Next, don't isolate yourself. Often in our work, we work from home, we don't have an office. Even at eXp, we actually do so many things digitally. We have communication in the cloud and on Workplace and of course face-to-face, but we just don't have to worry about going somewhere to actually get our job done. Technology's helped us all in saving a lot of our time to be more efficient. But the problem is we get used to maybe working alone on an island and we're not reaching out to people, or we're not getting sort of that cup filled of networking or staying active with people. We're busy texting and calling and sending messages on social media, but maybe we're not planning weekends away or taking time to be present with our family by having some downtime, all the things that, again, maybe we push off to the side. But one of the ways that you can gain more time in your day, but especially not staying on an island, is to connect with someone else. And here at eXp Realty, we have one of the largest brokerages. I'd love to talk to you how we do business, but as well, how it can help you be connected with people all over. Next, and this is last, but it's not least, this is one of the most common mistakes we make, and it can be really big. Set realistic goals. I'm not saying you shouldn't dream big, you shouldn't have these big, hairy, audacious goals, but when you make big goals and you don't deduce them down into smaller objectives, they are really hard to achieve. In most of my coaching calls, this is what we spend time talking about. What they're looking to do, but then they feel anxious or the results aren't coming and they feel drained because they just don't know the simple actions to take every single day. The success of your business starts with you. So when you focus on your routine, changing some of your habits, and really taking those big goals and deducing it down into small activities you can do every day, this is the way you're going to achieve the results you dream of. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them. I'd be happy to help. Also, make sure to follow me on social media where I post more tips and educational content, and all the links are in the description. Thanks for your attention. I wish that 2024 is the best year for you and your business, and that everything you're looking to achieve comes true.